Yeah, how you going? 22nd of April 2013, and it's 11:27, 23:27, and Navy time. And it's Monday-itis. Yeah, the hair's sitting up because I've just got over the weekend, and what a weekend it is. There was an ad on TV today. I think it was for Toyota RAV4. And it shows a child saying the different areas he would like to see the car drive, like the beach, along a road, find the dog. Not sure what else there was, but one of the things he did was he had a flag on a stick. And as the day was driving by, he would put this flag on the stick outside the window. Outside the window. Out in New South Wales, if you were to put something out the window from inside, it is illegal. You could get booked for it. As a child travelling a country road in Victoria, I had my hand outside the window, just holding on there as a kid, and a copper come by the other way and pulled us over and said, "Are you aware you should not have your hand outside the window?" My dad driving didn't realise it was me. He was getting pulled over for. And he said, "You're not going to do it again, are you?" I says, "No, I'm not going to put my hand out the window again." So here we have an ad on TV. Now, a lot of the ads can't be believed as to what they are. But what influences do those ads have on the people who see the ads? Because a lot of these ads are aimed for the children. In this case, the child was a boy. So the boy, all the kids we've watched seeing this ad and seeing the boy waving this flag outside the window and think every other boy can do that. The next ad, the Kit Kat ad. Now, the Kit Kat comes in a wrapper. Now, he peels open the wrapper, and the strip he pulls out, you don't see him put it in the rubbish bin. He's in a animal enclosure, and you see him snap off the Kit Kat, but you never don't see him put the wrapper in the bin. Now kids will think, well, we'll have a Kit Kat, open the Kit Kat, throw the paper on the ground. Now, is that a good influence by the commercial people to influence kids in things that they shouldn't do? I mean, as I've said in the past, these TV channels and stations need to take focus on how they're putting these ads and whether they're accepting the ads on the fact that the dollar is what they're getting out of the ad. Well, I understand that, but the ad's still got to be appropriate to the situation and still show that I've been law abiding. Now, there's been some funny ads in the past that have been really funny and really people would laugh at. And if you're laughing at an ad and people are indicating, remember the bugger ad. Toyota had the bugger when the Ford and they're selling the cars, and people would say bugger, and people would say, why are you saying bugger? Because the Toyota ad said bugger. Now that's the type of ads we should have on for these shows, whether they've been at night time, daytime. And talking about ads, New South Wales is spending millions of dollars to advertise New South Wales for getting more tourists to come to the country. Now, why do they need all these millions of dollars to do this when I've been doing it for the last 6 months through Twitter? I have a picture of Jarvis Bay. I post it on the system and say, this is my backyard. Now, why can't they do the same thing for advertising the rest of New South Wales. We can all do it for nothing. We can advertise New South Wales for free. We have Facebook. We have Twitter. We have the internet. We have YouTube. We can go out there and do all the photographing and pasting and cutting and sending all this information off to the world that the New South Wales government can't. Because what do? They send them to the information centre, tourist places, where people don't see it until they get there. Unless they have a want to go there and want to investigate. Let's put these pictures out so people can see and say, where is this place? And we can give guidance to where it is. Now, my guest is the Rubettes. And they're singing Sugar Baby Love. But before I do that, I do need to give a sad note to my show about Chrissy Amphlett dying. She was born in the same year as I was. She was born in October of 1959. I was born in September 1959. So the 59ers are something to go as well as, it's just like an era. The 59ers, it was just an era. I think there was a 59 Cadillac come out, and it had the wings on the back. So everyone remembers 1959 by the car. But anyway, we have the Rubettes, and we'll play that, and I'll talk to you more about them at the end of the song. Yeah, that was the Rubettes. The Rubettes were an English pop band, assembled in 1973 by the songwriting team of Wayne Bickerton, then the head of A&R and Polydor Records, and his co-songwriter Tony Waddington. After the doo-wop and 1950s American top influence songs had been rejected by a number of existing acts, the band duly emerged at the tail end of the glam rock movement, wearing a trademark white suit and cloth caps on stage. Their first release, Sugar Baby Love, was an instant hit, remaining at #1 in the United Kingdom for 4 weeks in May 1974, while reaching number 37 on the US chart that August, and remains their best-known record. Subsequent releases would be less successful, but the band continued to tour on nostalgia circuits well into the 2000s. The Rubettes' first and biggest hit was Sugar Baby Love, which I just played, in 1974, which is what the album is all about, is 1974, which was a #1 in the United Kingdom, going on to sell around 500,000 copies in the UK and 3 million copies globally. 2 million copies were sold in France alone, an achievement matched by no other British group. With 3 more songs, Sugar Baby Love was recorded for Polydor in October 1973 at Lansdowne Studios in Holland Park, London, by a group of session musicians featuring the distinctive falsetto lead vocal of Paul Da Vinci. Real name, Paul Brewer. Da Vinci would not, however, become a member of the band put together by John Richardson, but would pursue solo work. Sugar Baby Love was their only UK #1 and sole US top 40 entry. In November 1974, NME Music magazine reported that the Rubettes, the Glitter Band, and Mud were among the UK bands who had roles in the new film titled Never Too Young to Rock. So it goes on, and there's a few pages on it, and the credits to the Rubettes: origin, London, Genoise, pop, glam rock, years active, 1973 to present, labels, Polydor Records, State Records, and Majesty. Rubettes.com is the website. Members, Rubettes, featuring Alan Williams. Now, there must have been 2 sets of bands, so with different lineups that came under the same title. So, under Alan Williams, as being the head of it, was Alan Williams, John Richardson, Mick Clark, Mark Haley. Rubettes featuring Bill Hurd, Alex Bynes, George Bird, Billy Hill, and Pierce. Past members, Tony Thorpe and Peter Arneson. Now, advertising and getting something off the ground that's new. We were driving up to Sydney, and my son sitting next to me, and his friend sitting behind him were on a trip ready to go on a plane to Europe to discover all of the things that could be found in 49 days. And on the way up there, his mate says to him, "What's your intention to the future?" And Shane turned around and says, "I'm going to invent a new condom. An invisible condom that you can wear and not know it's there." And I thought to myself, that's a good idea. Just subsequently, on the very next news that come on the radio, advertised the fact that Bill Gates was sending out $1 million to someone who can actually invent the new condom, or a condom that actually stimulates whilst having sex, not like the rubber things that used to stick to everything that was going in and out, and half the time will break. Well, on top of that, I thought to myself, how can we better the condom? Have one that doesn't look like a condom? I know they brought out some banana condoms for Australia Day, but I was thinking about a spray can. A small spray can that you spray on your penis. Just has to be a nice fine film. And you wait a minute, and it's the shield for all that's could contract it while having sex, or something that to prevent babies being conceived during sex. I know there's the girls have the pill, and there's the pill coming out for the guys, but the whole idea of the condom is to prevent the diseases from being transmitted, sexually transmitted diseases, STDs, from one person to the other. Now, if we could have a spray-on gizmo or mist that go on the penis like a condom and does all this, then we would have the invisible condom. Now, Bill Gates, if we've got the technology here in Australia to do that, are you willing to fork up your $1 million to have our invisible condom being produced? And we'll put your name on it. Bill Gates' invisible condom. Spray it on and keep it safe. It's like the old ad for Karate Kid. Wax on, wax off. Wax on, wax off. Spray on, spray off. Now have a safety day. At least we've got a safety cap for it, because the cap goes on the can to prevent any other things getting in onto the spray. Now tomorrow's we're having Slipstream and Sherbet. Now that's going back a few years, isn't it? With Daryl. Yeah, that's something really from the past, isn't it? Now, one of the things I was going to do is talk about Chrissy Amphlett. Now, she was, for some reason or other, I had envisagements of her being from Berry here in New South Wales, because she did quite a few acts here in New South Wales. But she's actually from Geelong. Go Geelong. So I will say a few words about Chrissy. Now, Chrissy Amphlett, or it was Christine Joy Amphlett, was born 25th of October 1959 and died 21st of April 2013. Wikipedia has already updated it. It's not bad, is it, for someone who died yesterday and is already on there as being a past member? Wasn't it? And she hasn't even been buried yet. Was an Australian singer who was a lead singer of rock band The Vinyls. She grew up in Geelong as a singer and dancer. She left home as a teenager to travel to England, France, Spain, where she was imprisoned for 3 months for singing on the streets. That's good. That's a good Aussie thing to do. Well done to Chrissy. In May 2001, The Vinyls science fiction, written by Amphlett and lead guitarist Mark McEntry, was selected by Australasian Performing Rights Association, APRA, as one of the top 30 Australian songs of all time. Erstwhile lovers Amphlett and McEntee barely spoke after the band had separated in 1996, but resumed contact when they were included in the 2006 ARIA Hall of Fame, eventually announcing a new tour and album. Now, the credits for Chrissy are, as I said, birth name, Christine Joy Amphlett, born the 25th of October 1959, Geelong, Victoria, Australia, died 21st of April 2013, aged 53. That's what I am now, 53. New York City, New York. Gen was rock, new wave. Occupation, singer, songwriter, actress. Instruments, singing. Years active, 1982 to 2013. Labels, Chrysalis Records, Virgin Records, RCA Records, and Divinyls. Associated acts was Divinyls. So, that's our Chrissy Ann flip. Now, I hope your memory stays on. Love you guys. And I hope there's more of her songs played on in the future. That's the 22nd of April. No, I didn't pick it. I only scratched it. 22nd of April, 2013 at 23:47. And that's my 20 minutes. Tomorrow's song, as I said, is Sherbet. And we'll get there when we get there. Love you guys. Bye.